大家好，欢迎回到汉服大小事，我是 Bobo。你现在收听的是第41集第二季的特别篇，也是节目首次全英文的集数。如果你是一路陪着节目的老朋友，非常感谢你一路以来和我一起探索汉服和中华文化。如果你是第一次收听，也诚挚的欢迎你。无论你在哪里，希望你能透过这一集感受到汉服的美丽、历史与精神。今天我会用英文和你聊聊什么是汉服，汉服运动是怎么开始的，以及为什么它能够感动世界各地这么多人。接下来呢 Bobo 会用全英文来做这一集的播客，如果你也喜欢，欢迎你继续收听下去。如果你年纪还小，当然 Bobo 也非常欢迎你听听这一集10分钟的英文，让你的听力可以更加的增强。Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Hanfu story. This is Bobo, and you're listening to the episode 41, our season 2 specialist, the first ever English episode of the show. For those who've been following Hanfu story from the beginning, thank you so much for being part of this journey to explore the Hanfu and the traditional Chinese culture together with me. And for our new listening, welcome.I am so excited to share the beauty, history, and the spirit of the Hanfu with you, no matter where you are in the world. In today's episode, I will introduce the Hanfu really is, how its culture movement start, and why it means so much to so many people. So, let's grab a cup of tea.Relax and let's start into the world of the Hanfu, where ancient traditional means modern life, and every garment tells the stories. Hi everyone, welcome to Hanfu Story, your friendly space to explore the beauty and the story behind the traditional Chinese clothing, Hanfu. I'm your host, Bobo, speaking from Canada.Today's episode is about Hanfu, what it is, how I got involved, and how we started Taiwan Hanfu festivals and events that celebrations Chinese culture in the modern world. So grab a coffee tea, sit back, and let's dive in. First, let's start with the basic. What is Hanfu? Hanfu literally means the clothing of the Han people. It is a traditional style of the clothing worn by the Han Chinese for the thousands of years. Well, way before the modern fashion coming along. For now, it's not just one type of outfit. Hanfu change all the time. From the elegant robe of the Han Dynasty to the flowing Tang Dynasty robe to the most structured Ming Dynasty, each dynasty had its own shape, pattern, and a sense of beauty. And Hanfu isn't just about the looking beautiful. It's also about the meanings, the long sleeve, white belt, and the cross collar all represent the values and the modest, balance, and the grace.When I wear the Hanfu, I feel connecting, like I'm touching a piece of history that is still alive today. So, how did I get into Hanfu? Well, my background is actually in fashion design. I study at the London College of Fashion. For now, it's the University of the Arts of London. And for the long time, I work in the modern women's wear as a designer, yeah. But when I first discovered Hanfu, I was fascinated. The line, the color, the structure, and it was just a clothing. It was a story, a life full of thoughts. Well, that's when I started wearing Hanfu. Join events and go to some, class, course to learning things. And eventually, organize my own. And later, I created this podcast, Hanfu Story, or in Chinese, 汉服大小事, to share the story behind the fabric and the lyrics and the people keeping those traditions alive.And one of the biggest things I ever done so far is the Hanfu festivals. Well, when we first started, it was just a small groups and maybe a few dozen people who love traditional clothing. But the year after year, it grows. Well, and now we have thousands of the people join us gathering Hanfu parade. Well, we have like a musical dancing while flag bearers, warrior, and shockers all walking together through the street in full costume. It just feels like, story has come alive again. We also organize a culture marketing and with the handmade craft, accessories, and the sweets. There are, immersive performers and the traditional games and even family zones for the kids to join in. It's fun, like educations and full of the energy. Most importantly, we hope to connect the people through the traditional culture. Well, most question that the people will ask me is about why bring back some so agents? Why are you doing this? Well, and I always said because traditionals give us a direction. Hanfu isn't just about what we wear. It is about who we are. It teaching us value like the honors, respect, and connecting to the naturals in a world that moves so fast right now. Hanfu reminds us to slow down, to appreciate the detail, to craftsmanship, the means behind the scenes. The Hanfu movement isn't about going backward. It's about finding balance, blending all the windows with the modern life. Every person who wears the Hanfu today becomes part of a life history, one that connects the past and the future. That is what we live right now, right? And for those years' experience to do the Hanfu promoted, do you know what is really exciting? More and more people outside Asia are getting interested in Hanfu. Some see it as a fashion, while others see it as art. But all of them can feel the spirits behind it. Through this podcast, I hope to share that spirit, to show that traditional culture isn't something distant or outdated. It is something alive, meaningful, and incredible beauty. If you ever visit Taiwan during our Hanfu Festival, that will be November 22nd to 23rd this year, you will see what I mean. Well, family walking together in flowing row, taking photo, learning, choreograph, playing games. It's like a lifetime captures filling with the language and the joy. So to wrap up, Hanfu is not just about the clothing. It's about identity, creativity, and the cultural pride. Whatever you're Chinese or not, I hope this inspires you to explore the traditional culture. Maybe wear the Hanfu someday, or just appreciate the, craftsmanship and the stories behind it. Thank you so much for turning into the Hanfu story with me. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to follow, share, and leave a comment. You can also find me on the YouTube and Instagram for more Hanfu story and behind-the-scenes content. Before we end, let's learn a few words from today's episode. Heritage, traditional or culture passed down through the generation. Example, Hanfu is a part of Chinese heritage. Craftsmanship, the skill of making something with the great care and quality. Example, the craftsmanship of Hanfu is truly amazing. Harmony, a peaceful and balanced state. Example, Hanfu represents the harmony between the people and the nature. Revival, the processing of bringing something back to life. Example, the Hanfu revival is spreading across the world. And that's your English corner for today. Thanks again for listening. I'm Bobo, and I will see you next time on Hanfu Stories. Stay inspired, stay curious, and keep the beauty of the culture alive. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode in the full English. And this is the first time that Bobo tried to speak in English in the whole Hanfu stories to introduce the Hanfu culture, everything. And for the next episode, we will talking about the Hanfu festival in Taiwan. So if you don't want to lose the chance to hear, please press the subscription and you won't lose any episode. See you next time. Bye bye.